Juventus have lost its first leg against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Will this season be a success for Juventus? Barca knocked Madrid out of the Copa del Rey yesterday. Can they reproduce the results in an El Clasico repeat on Sunday? Who's the most likely to win the Premier League? Find out next. MCTV Sports 101 starts now. Hey there, soccer fans, and welcome to MCTV Sports 101. I'm Aditya Sahasrabudhe.
And I'm Austin C.
Yesterday, Arsenal thrashed Bournemouth 5-1, with Manchester United and Chelsea inching closer to the top four. Austin, do you think Arsenal has a chance to qualify for the Champions League next season?
Honestly, AD, I think Arsenal has a fantastic chance to qualify for next season. Now, that is going to depend on the next few games coming up. For example, this Saturday, they play Tottenham at about 3:30ish in Barcelona, so that's probably midnight around here. That game is going to be really decisive in the standings because right now Arsenal is 4 points behind Tottenham. They're at Arsenal at 56, Tottenham at 60. Manchester United plays Southampton again this Saturday as well, and they're at 55 points, only one behind Arsenal. Chelsea, who is very hot who's been very hot these past couple of games, at 53 is only 3 points, and they've placed Fulham this year. I think that Arsenal is going to have a great chance to qualify for the Champions League next season.
Are you really sure about it? Because Arsenal has this mentality of choking. I don't know why. I mean, Arsenal fans, please not hate me, but that's true. And on the other side, Manchester United and Chelsea both are going great guns. They're firing on all cylinders. The tempo is good. And Arsenal seems to be having some kind of issues. Ozil is a miss. I know yesterday he scored, but he is a miss. And I mean, there's some kind of inconsistency amongst Arsenal players. So do you think they are going to finish in the top four?
Even with this inconsistency problem, I mean, like you said, they had a blowout game against Tottenham 5-1. So they did have a good game, and I think that hot streak with those 5 goals is going to continue on. Now, there are 10 games left, so it's going to be hard to call it this early, but I do think they have a big shot.
That's great. Let's see.
Was Ronaldo at 100 million a good buy for Juventus? What if Juventus gets kicked out of the Champions League? Will the season be a success? What's your take on it, AD?
Well, if you ask me if Ronaldo was a good buy, I'd say he was a great buy. Has he proved it? I'm not quite sure. He has scored a lot of goals, 19 goals in Serie A. But the thing is, Juventus have bought Ronaldo to score in Champions League. They're aspiring to win the Champions League. And at this particular point of time, in the first leg of the round of 16, they just lost the match 2-0 against Atletico Madrid. So now can they overturn the tide? Can they, in the second fixture, beat Atletico Madrid at home in Turin? That's the big question. The other thing, what's going to be a success for Juventus? Obviously, for the last 7 consecutive seasons, they have been winning Serie A. So they don't need Ronaldo to win Serie A. We all know that. If they are kicked out of the Champions League, will that be a success for Juventus? I'm not quite sure. I don't think so. But how about Ronaldo's perspective? He has scored 19 goals in Serie A. He's the top scorer for Juventus. We all know that he's going to end up being the top scorer. So I still believe that even if they get kicked out of the Champions League, Ronaldo, considering his individual motives, it's going to be a successful season for him. But for Juventus, not at all.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that because, I mean, as you said, they lost 2-0 to Atletico Madrid at Atletico Madrid's home. So they are going home to Juventus, which will give them home field advantage. But they have to at least win 3-0.
That's right.
If Atletico Madrid even scores a point, then they have to score 4.
They have to score 4 goals, and they have not done this in the entire season.
Yeah, I agree. So,
which is a big of a concern.
So I agree with you 100%. It is going to be hard, but if they don't make the UCL, then it's not a success.
It's not a success. That's right. After yet another dominating performance, Barca kicked Madrid out of Copa del Rey. How vital is Messi for Barcelona? Can they reproduce the victory in Sunday's El Clasico repeat? Austin, what do you think?
Okay, so let me answer this first question. So how good is Messi for Barcelona? Well, obviously he's one of their most vital strikers and shooters. Scores a ton of goals. I mean, this season was able to get his 50th hat trick.
That's right.
So he's obviously a big part of their offensive game. Now, in the El Clasico repeat for this Saturday, I still think they're going to be able to pull off a victory here, especially after the 3-0 disaster.
But don't you think that Barcelona scored 3 goals in only 24 minutes in the second half? In the first half, Real Madrid missed a lot of chances. Vinicius Jr., He was great, although he's not a quintessential replacement for Ronaldo, but being 16, 17, 18 years of age that he is a great player. So he has been doing a lot of work, although it wasn't produced on the scoreboard.
Right.
But do you still think that Barcelona can win again against Madrid? Because Madrid is, I mean, Madrid wants revenge.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. I think Barcelona, I mean, it's going to be a close match. We both know that. These are two top-hitting programs. But I think Barcelona is going to come out on top. Now, it's not going to be 3-0 or 4-0 as it was in the previous game. I think it's probably going to be somewhere on the line of a 2-1 maybe.
So at least you think that Madrid is going to score?
That I will say, because you do bring up a valid point. Their young star player, he is no Ronaldo, but I mean, he can shoot when he is a good shooter when he wants to. So it's going to be a lot closer, but I don't think Barcelona is just going to wipe the floor.
Well, considering the shambles Real Madrid is in right now, I still don't think that they have enough potential to gain a win against the massive and the side Barcelona is.
Well, I guess we'll have to find out and see. Liverpool humbled Watford 5-0. AD, do you think Liverpool has what it takes to win the Premier League?
Well, to honestly answer that question, I am apprehensive because I don't know. Liverpool has, again, what we said for Arsenal, they have that tendency to choke. Liverpool are going great guns.
Yeah.
They are sitting at the top of the table, but the only thing is they only lead by 1 point. And Manchester City, with the kind of form they have been for the last 2-3 seasons, just a single slip by Liverpool and Manchester City are going to take over. But the good thing is, the pluses are, Liverpool is a strong side. They look like a synergy on the field. The defense is good. Obviously, the trio, the attacks in the likes of Salah and who else? Firmino and Mane, they're doing great, and they're scoring a lot of goals. And I do see the team chemistry has improved over the past few weeks, so they still have some kind of chance. I mean, they still can win it, but the thing is, the difference is still, they still have to play 10 more games to win the Premier League. So can they do it? It's a bit dicey, but yes, they surely are one of the teams who can.
Well, and what I might add is, so here are the top. Here's obviously the top 6 teams in the Premier League right now. So Liverpool is up top with 69.
That's right.
You've got Manchester City with 68. So they're only 1 point behind.
Only 1 point difference.
One mess up or screw up.
One mess up, or even if they have a draw, even if they draw and lose 2 points, they go behind.
And then
Manchester
you've got
City.
Tottenham, Arsenal, Manchester United, and Chelsea all coming in at 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it's going to be a close one. I will give them that.
That's right. Well, now it's time for Who You Got. Tottenham plays Arsenal this Saturday. Austin, who you got?
I'm going to be, this is kind of biased for me because I am an Arsenal fan, so I do have Arsenal over Tottenham.
I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. I mean, Arsenal registered 5-1 win against Bournemouth.
Right.
But Tottenham lost against Chelsea 2-0 as well. So Tottenham has that blood. They want to get the revenge. Even if not against Chelsea, they will be firing on all cylinders against Arsenal. So my take is Tottenham wins.
Good take. Bournemouth faces Manchester City this Saturday too. AD, who do you have?
That's a pretty easy fixture, isn't it? It's obviously going to be Manchester City.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. I have to also agree Manchester City.
Well, the only thing is if complacence creeps in, Manchester City can only drop points if that happens. But the thing is, if that happens, Liverpool is going to celebrate because the lead is only by 1 point. And if Manchester City draws or loses, the lead is going to be either 3 or 4 points, which is going to be a great scenario for Liverpool.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This Saturday is supposed to be soccer day. Back-to-back El Clasico for you all. Austin, who you got? Barcelona or Real Madrid?
This is going to be a tough one because we did state this earlier. It's going to be a closer game because Real Madrid is going to, they're both two big powerhouses. Real Madrid is going to come out for blood after losing 3-0 to Barcelona here on Wednesday. Now, Barcelona, also a top power, is going to be coming on a hot streak. In my opinion, I pick Barcelona.
You pick Barcelona?
Yeah. I mean, you can't go against Messi. It's hard to go against Messi. I mean,
That's
really
right.
is.
He's considered to be one of the best players in the world. He just scored his 50th hat-trick.
Of course.
But I believe that Real Madrid has that fighting spirit. They have won Champions League back-to-back on 3 occasions.
Yeah.
So they are going to come out and get that revenge. So I believe that they are going to win 2-1.
All right, well, we'll see. Coming Sunday, it's Everton versus Liverpool. AD, who do you have?
Liverpool registered 5-0 win against Watford, and final was impressive. Van Dijk is always great. He's always in form. Even being a defender, he scores a lot of goals, and so do the trio. So I do say that Liverpool is going to win.
Right. I have to agree with you on that. I do think Liverpool is going to win, but mainly because of what's coming in behind them in the Premier Leagues. I mean, Manchester City is only 1 point away from taking over the top spot.
That's right.
They cannot slack off anything. So I think it's going to be Liverpool as well.
Cool. Napoli goes to Turin to face Juventus. Austin, who you got?
I'm going to be honest with you. I've got Juventus, obviously because of Ronaldo, because I think this could be a game where he steps up his improvement and helps out Juventus try to win the Champions League. So I have Juventus.
Well, so do I. They have to win this. This is going to be a preparation for the Champions League match against Atletico Madrid for the second fixture. And if they register a 4-0 win or a 3-0 win, it's going to boost their confidence, which they're supposed to do. So let's see. I'm hoping Juventus to win.
Yes, that one is also going to be a good game, along with the Barcelona-Real Madrid game.
That's right. Well, that's our show for this week's edition of MCTV Sports 101. Join us next week for the latest big game stories in sports. I'm Aditya Sahasrabudhe.
And I'm Austin C.
See you next week.